Good day everyone. In the last video we installed Node, we installed npm, and we installed Visual Studio. We ran Node in the command prompt terminal and we were able to run Node.js commands. In this video we are going to delve into Node.js properly. Before we do that, let's first get familiar with our command line. The command line is a text interface for a computer. It is a program that takes commands and passes it to a system to run. Let's go ahead and open up our command prompt and then perform some basic actions. So you can just power up your command prompt by running cmd or searching for command prompts and clicking enter. So now we are in command prompt and you can see that we have c/users/user. This C means we are on the C drive, we are in a folder called users, and we are inside another folder called users. Let's go ahead and just try to see that over here. So we can see we are in our C drive, we are in a folder called users, and we are in a folder called user. So for us to continue in this command prompt, we can do some basic actions in the command prompt, like we can press dir, and pressing dir and hitting enter will show us all the files that are inside our user folder. We can see that we have videos, searches, saved games, pictures, desktop, documents. Your desktop is inside your users folder. We can confirm all of this by still powering up our file manager. Go to this PC, go to C, go to users, go to user. Then we can see that we have desktop, music, videos, searches, and everything that we can find here. So you can check for the list of files in your folder by using your command prompt rather than having to go into the folder. Now for you to move, you are in the user folder currently. You are inside this folder currently. Some of the things you might want to do might be to just enter another folder. Now we can see the desktop folder here. We can just go ahead here and we can see what is on the desktop. So for you to do that in the command prompt, what you have to do is you have to use something called cd. Cd is used to change directory. C stands for change and D stands for directory. So cd is used to change directory. You can just change directory and type the name of the folder you want to navigate into. So let's just go ahead and say cd desktop. Then we can see that we are inside the desktop. It has changed the directory from c/user/user to c/users/user/desktop. We can go ahead to be sure that we are inside by just clicking dir once again, which dir stands for directory. So you want to see the directory on your desktop, and you can see that we have the Visual Studio link, we have this recorder.link and those stuff. So we are inside our desktop directory. We can create files inside our desktop directory. We can do a whole lot of stuff inside our desktop directory. So now that we are inside our desktop directory, in fact, let's just continue and click Node. We can just click Node. Our Node is properly installed. We can see our version is Node.js version 16.4.0. Like I said the last time, we can run commands directly from here. We can do a console.log. Let's see, hello world. And if we run this, we can see that we have hello world. printed out to the screen. Now you can't keep writing code in your terminal. You would want to write your codes inside a file in a place where it's more convenient for you, and that's the main reason why we have our text editor. But before we go ahead into Visual Studio Code, I think we have to first try to run codes with the normal text editors that are available. So let's just go ahead and create a new file on our desktop. Just create a new text document and name it, just name it Hello World. Hello World. You might need to do some settings on your system. Like on this system, I'm needing to do that. You have to go to your home. You have to go to view. I think you have to go to view and check that file name extensions is checked so that you can be able to see file name extensions. And once you are done with that, you should be able to see that this file is an hello world.txt file. Now we don't want it to be a txt file because we want to run a Node.js. Program. So let's name it to the extension that we mentioned that Node.js are usually in. So rename this file now to hello world.js. So this is our first .js file. Let's go ahead and open it. Open with basic notepad for now. Open with notepad for now, so we can just use that to get started before understanding why I thought we should use our code editors. So now we are in our hello world.js file. In the command line, we did something like console.log, then we put hello world, which means that it should print hello world to the screen. We were able to run this command directly when we were already running Node inside the terminal. So how do we run it from a file rather than running it from the terminal? We can go back to our terminal. Now this is saved on the desktop. It's on our desktop, so we have to navigate into the desktop folder, which we have already done. For you to go back in the command prompt, you want to change directory to a step backward, what you have to do is just put cd, then space, then you put dots. Sorry, you have to put cd dot, and you are back to the directory. So now we are in the user directory. We can just go back ahead to change our directory to desktop, since the file we want to run is on the desktop. So we can just say cd desktop once again. So we are back in the desktop working directory. So let's go ahead to run our file. You see, initially when we wanted to run Node, we just hit Node and we started writing the command, which means we are creating the environment to work with Node on our command line. So now that we want to run a file, we still have to use that Node command, but now we are going to attach the name of our instruction to it. So you just have to write Node and the name of your file, which is hello-world hello-world.js. Then you go ahead and click enter, and you can see that it's printed out hello world to the screen. Now that's how you run a Node.js file. You have gone ahead to just call Node and say, okay, Node run hello world.js, execute the command and tell me what it says, perform all the actions that I've written. You can do a couple more fun stuff inside here and save it, then go ahead to rerun Node.js, run Node app. So let's just go ahead and say, let's console.log a couple more things. Console.log welcome to our Tech Choice Bootcamp. So you go ahead and save that before it effects, and you go back to your terminal and you run node hello world.js once again. Now you can see it displays hello world, welcome to a Tech Choice Bootcamp. We can do a whole lot of things from here. You just have to write your set of instructions, and then you can run it in your terminal. In the next video, we'll be building on this and we'll start using our code editor, because this actually does not look nice. The code editor will make your work a little bit easier. It will make your working environment a little bit colorful and make it organized for you to use. But for now, congratulations, you have written your first set of instruction with Node.js. I hope you enjoyed it, and we are looking forward to build more with you.